welcome. The next show will begin shortly. As always, we'd like to give time for others to show. And I'm serious that we will begin shortly. So it won't help us with beginning if I did keep my headphones unplugged. Then it will begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Night Show. I'm your host, your Grand MC, your Night of Entertainment. The one, the only, TK, Days, Isaac, Quickstep, and Oren. You know you can call me. I'm your Night Host. The one who reads through the Night Tome, who travels through this Kingdom Titania to push back the sorrow and put a smile on everyone's faces. And I hope you're ready to blaze through the trails, to find your path and be a nameless, because we're continuing our journey of Honkai Star Rail. I mean, I haven't used it too much. It's mostly just been downloading stuff so far. Alright, let's start with our assignments. Claim rewards, but I don't know, it's been running well. I did play a little bit of 14 on it yesterday, and don't know what that's about. Let's do our travel log. And I did play a little bit of World of Warcraft. Yeah, we got claimable rewards. Day 5. Nope. Alright, let's talk to Pearl. Oh wait, first, let's talk to everyone who they think. But yeah, I've liked it so far.
We're counting on you, hero. Oops. Of the Express. Yes.
Getting controls. Be very relaxed about all of it.
Because it's just another Phantasmoon games for me. Check the records in the Ministry, and you'll see. Save the mythological times. They always end up in a huge mess, without fail. Maybe that's precisely why AHA designed it this way, so they can watch humanity stumble over arbitrary obstacles we impose on ourselves and others. Otherwise, they'd probably die from the boredom of an orderly universe.
How will you deal with Cinderborn?
Maybe interrogate him for a few days. Get a strong light. Render him unable to eat or sleep well, and he will probably spill everything he knows about the Smile Society. And once we've picked his brain, we'll let him go.
Let's go, miss.
It's almost time. I should get back to work too.
Alright, let's talk to Cinderborn then.
So it's true. The captain and the rest really did kill all those people from the Sinwish Syndicate. And this Fullwish is also plotting something terrible. This is absurd. It's been 15 years since my life turned into a montage of nightmarish amalgams. And it's still going.
You need to rest.
Thank you. Mr. Ashvale is right. This is not the same as playing the hero on a stage.
It's not.
In the end, I'm just an actor.
Damn, you gotta feel like Cinderborn is just going crazy. Yeah, Asheville's a Galaxy Ranger.
Terribly sorry, Nameless. It was your exhibition and your enemies. And there I was, stealing your spotlight. Curious. I wonder how much wish power my appearance this time accumulates for the mask.
You don't sound sorry at all.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell them that I'm Welt. We already look similar enough. Who knows? Maybe that'll redirect some wish power toward your account instead.
Are you dealing with Zausch? For the hell was that sound effect?
Side by side in the past, and well, I know a few faces, but as they say, the honeymoon phase never lasts. I heard some of theirs were still looking for me before I went into my last cryo sleep. I'm counting on you to keep this a secret.
Are you going incognito?
Some people want the head on my shoulders, while others want the shadow in my arm. I'm old, and I just want some peace and quiet. That's all there is to it.
You continue participating in the Phantom's Moon game?
What? Itching to get rid of me already? Well, you're not that hasty, are you? An even greater prey just joined the game. Sure, she could be small fry by your standards, but in terms of viciousness, she might surprise you yet. Before the supplicants go their separate ways, Foolish is definitely a good hunting target for us to align our goals.
Don't steal my spotlight this time.
Such confidence. Can't help but smile at that. And for some reason, you really remind me of a young man named Tiernan. You nameless bunch just love jumping headfirst into fire pits, don't you? Well, given your skills, would you be interested in joining the Galaxy Rangers? If you're still alive by the time the Phantom Moon Games conclude?
I will always be part of the Astral Express. It'd be really weird if our playable character was not here. Plus, I never want to see her on the space station again.
Becoming a ranger comes with loss, suffering, and vengeance. In that case, I will take back my words. Young Nameless, may you never have to tread the path of a ranger.
Okay, so that's everybody? Ooh, stuff to destroy. Wait. These two don't have anything to say? Listen.
Partner. Perhaps someone far more dangerous has already set their sights on this round of the Phantom Moon Games.
Oh no. They are definitely up to no good.
Fuck it. Let's talk to Pearl.
Is there something else I can help you with?
The Smile Society has been around for a while.
I understand. Your inquiry. How did they manage to operate with so many years unnoticed? I had put them on a temporary watch list before, due to significant decreases in crime rates in certain regions. But now, we finally know how they achieved such a miracle. Personally speaking, I cannot fault the citizens who joined the society, nor do I wish to fixate on the accountability of those who governed at the time. After all, for the corporation, the Smile Society is a tool for maintaining stability, and the members are simply following the human instinct to avoid suffering. You've been to Penacony. You should know.
I love Penacony.
The family's members lull guests to sleep with power of the harmony and to soothe their pain. From a human ethics point of view, it is well within people's rights to avert pain in moderation. Humans cannot turn off their innate negative feedback like Intellitrons do. I understand and deeply sympathize with that. My assigned theme is analytical art, but at the same time, I am fortunate to be appointed governor of a world. The portrayal and sublimation of pain in human works of art shine among humanity's greatest treasures. Tragedy, elegy, and lost epics. Their soul-stirring power springs from a profound understanding of this negative feedback. This so-called happiness surgery does more than just obliterate people's perception of pain. It strips away human complexity and turns what was dynamic and brilliant into a monotonous blotch. To me, governing...
Getting smiles painted on your soul is just not good.
Creating a painting. My vision is to maintain the diversity of life forms and preserve their potential for growth and change.
I gotta be careful where I move my hand.
Society has disrespected my work. Thus, my duty and theme have become one and the same. I will do all that I can to cleanse the misguided strokes of the Research Society from this land. Thank you again for lending your aid, Nameless. I will begin extrapolation of our next steps now.
I want to go over things with everyone.
Please, be my guest. I hope you all get some proper rest before moving out again.
Leave Pearl's office.
You know, I'm not here to be an ornament.
Assessment. You have something to ask me, Mr. Ashvale.
Well, lately, I've been on an extremely lucky streak. Be it Full Wish or Magnus, the leads practically gained sentience and came to me one by one.
Luck is also an important part of one's toolkit. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm beginning to think you're the one behind it all. You tasked me to investigate the Society and protect the Astral Express, which all led to me unleashing my shadow on those people. Just so you can confirm your hypothesis. You had everything planned out since the beginning, hadn't you?
If I answer yes, would it wound your ego?
Perhaps.
Yes. I paved the way for your investigation, leading you straight to the suspects. Through you, I confirmed my suspicions about the Research Society. However, the question of abundance transformation remains a thorny issue for me.
Still a mystery, but hey, we're not done in Planecardia yet.
There's a ranger who specializes in confronting such abominations, having lived in long seclusion within Planecardia.
But you know, the shadow sealed inside my arm can be very dangerous. Simply removing the nail can cause it to stir and resonate with the torn scroll and fissure. Had I not kept it under control at that time, the fight would have ended with all of us buried in that bottomless abyss. Is that part of your plans too, Pearl?
Humans fear the worst, but to the Intellitrons, such fears.
Yeah, despite looking like a human, and I feel like most Intellitrons, or at least I could be wrong since I've only been focusing on main story, not much side quests. She does not look very mechanical, although I can see parts of what make it clear more a robot.
I see. That very shadow that devoured the swarm and
The
burned
bots?
10 amber eras ago. That very shadow that devoured Shu, the emanator of abundance, hundreds of years ago.
Did what now?
You won the bet. You sure know a lot about this.
Please, allow me to correct you. My ethical parameters prohibit engagement in probabilistic gambits. Accordingly, I operate by acquiring sufficient information to ensure zero margin for error. Then again, you are the species that brought art into existence as a form of expression. That seed of creation exists even higher you. Whether you believe it or not, I will honor our initial agreement, Mr. La Mancha. At the moment of victory in the Phantasmoon Games, I will free you from all sufferings and fulfill your wish. To let a Galaxy Ranger die peacefully in his bed.
In that case, I will continue to fight for you, my lady. Right. You mentioned several times wanting to replicate the works of Graphia. I don't know much about art. But I was considering that, despite the lack of artistic quality in your strokes when sealing those figures,
Damn.
to the people of
She literally saved everyone, mate. Come on, give her some respect.
your creation is just as important as the works of Graphia.
All right, that was respect.
His soul was lost on this day because of your protection. Looking back to the ancestral painter of the Cinderth Age, do you truly think she cared about the artistic value of each stroke when she created world and canvas? Tisk. Oh. But what do I know? These aren't just crude observations from an amateur, so pay them no mind. I'll be on my way.
Months later, in some corner of the city.
Ashen detective.
Hey, at least it ain't the Ashen Demon.
I believe that I came back for you, especially after learning that you wanted to sell me out to Pearl.
I gotta thank nature's gift. The 6.1 billion credits reward has appeared again.
Fortunately, I bypassed you and struck a deal with that Intellitron instead. Regrettably,
Rip.
my current bounty stands at 0. Do you always turn your customers over to the police? How impressively short-sighted. No wonder your clientele is so small.
Speaking of short-sightedness, no one rivals the Stellaron Hunters, aka Destiny's slaves, isn't it? You are all free to march toward the finality and nothing can stop you.
On the contrary, there are many paths for us, as long as that person can see.
In other words, he can't see the trajectory of your destiny in this world during this mission.
take a guess.
I've heard about what befell Amphorius. But war among the Eons is now inevitable. Whether it's the IPC or the Express, they are fighting for an uncertain future. And in a world where the elation is the center of attention, there will eventually be more than one Eon interfering. Even a Destiny slave would not be able to see the path ahead.
And especially since Blade's script has
We're getting pretty
no...
close.
or not.
Enough of your games. I'd say it's not too late to rename the planet Adlevin.
It's still too early to despair, old man. I came prepared, but I could use a helping hand.
30 million credits. Pay or die.
Come
Damn.
on, give your friend a discount, will ya? Say 0.
That's a terrible...
Your friend.
I meant him.
It's been a while, Yingshi.
It's been too long, Mr. La Mancha.
Wait, they know each other? Fuck.
I knew it. There must be an explanation for the unusual fate of this world. Though I lost sight of the sparrow, I discovered a mysterious tree.
Sparrow?
I finally found the heart of the Phantasmoon games, thanks to this little birdie. Mr. Sunday, do you sense me? There's no reaction from the bird. What's wrong with it? Hello? Is anyone there? Can I get somebody here?
No one's here.
What the fuck? Residents all around.
I saw a pretty girl hiding right here through the bird's eyes. Who are you?
That's none of your business. None of your business.
If that's how it's going to be, then I'm done playing nice here.
This has been her playing nice?
If my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, the ancient tree here must be the ambrosial arbor of abundance. Yes? Little girl, are you going to keep playing hide and seek, or will you come out and have a proper conversation with me?
The Department of Aberration Defense often comes here to record game progress. And now my movements have been exposed to complete outsiders. I suppose it's time to leave. You sound unpleasant to talk to, but since you have eyes keen enough to tell what I am at a glance, I'll have a short chat with you. I will answer 3 questions, so ask away. Once you have your answers, I'm going to show you the door.
I wanted to question why the Joy Seeker would permit the ambrosial arbor of abundance to take root in a world they had blessed. But given their carefree nature, there was probably never any restriction to begin with. On my second question, are you a Feykind native to Ahatopia, or are you one of the long-life species shaped by the ambrosial arbor?
Aren't you good at divination? Can you help me take a look whether the slip on my head says wheel or woe?
What?
There's nothing on your head except your ears.
I'm so lost.
The answer. I am the arbitrator who determines the outcome of the Phantasmoon Games. I am the raging waves of joy.
Wait, is she the judge? Like someone wish could show us the mask.
Diviner of the Cienjo, the weal and woe you behold are but a single petal fallen from my hand. It blooms with the morning and withers by evening, reducing to dust in a fleeting moment. My true form is the Panarch Elwood, the embodiment of instant and eternity.
Interesting. Took you quite some time to come up with those words, huh?
The one who created me did say most people wouldn't believe me. Turns out they were right.
She was created by Aha, wasn't she? The fact that they said "they" with a capitalization definitely makes me.
The words of a diviner. Besides, no weal or woe has befallen you, which means your fate cannot be determined like that of ordinary mortals. You're not the first one I've met with this condition since my arrival here.
You're left with one question.
Since you admit to being an abomination of abundance, shouldn't you
Damn.
explain the fate of this world's residents? Unless they are your doing? If your answer fails to convince me, it may be too late by the time I summon the Lux Arrow from the sky with the rainbow.
Chill out. You shouldn't make jokes like this. I'm not as skilled at divination as you are. When you suddenly speak of the great weal or woe and interrogate me, I get confused too. After all, isn't every rule and every variable of the Phantasmoon Games dictated by the impulse of some god? As for the brewing storm, let's settle down and discuss whether the turmoil, once again, is the result of the Laughter's mischief.
This entire day has felt unreal.
No kidding.
We had situations lined up one after another, and a growing crisis on our hands.
The Research Society is insane to meddle with the power of abundance. There's no telling how many have already undergone the happiness surgery. Foolish witnessed the tragedy caused by the Herald of Death 15 years ago. And now, she herself has assumed that dreadful mantle. We have to relay this information to Dan Heng, Sunday, and General Yao Guang as soon as possible.
Does Foolish really think she could win?
Foolish is definitely aware of the enemies she's facing. That is why we must win an audience with Aha. At the very least, we need to stop Foolish from winning the game.
Yeah. The thought of the Research Society of Happy Smiles going through with their plan gives me the chills.
No kidding.
It's been a long day, and all of you must be very tired. Take this chance to get some proper rest. I'll go meet Welt back on the Express. March? What about you?
The best way to recharge is to waste time. So, I'm staying outside for some fresh air.
Sounds good. I was thinking of heading to the streets for a walk.
Take a stroll through the streets. Run, run, run. Ooh, I should have gotten that chest.
That everyone
Has made
their appearance
what you can.
as a spark.
What's going on here?
As an extra one of these
Fantasy games.
shall receive all.
What?
To become the true permanent demon of elation. As such, it's time to
What?
revel in unabated joy.
What? Greetings. The Daybreak Squadron vs. Astral Express battle has concluded. The Department of Aberration Defense will now release the current wish power rankings of the 8 mass... Oh, okay, I'm going to have to wait for it to be finished. Whoa, what's my rank? Supplement, what the... Warning, after further review, you have been found illegible for the Phantom's Moon Games Mask. Your raccoon mask has been banned. Current status, banned to be lifted on March 25th, 2029, 10... Oh, what the... Customer service, I need to appeal. I don't have time for this. I need live support now. We're sorry to inform you that our customer service is unavailable right now. Please hold. Ha, just kidding. Were you startled? It's fucking Silverwolf, isn't it? Fair warning, things are about to get dicey. Because still on Silverwolf, she will soon join the Phantom Zoom Games. Cut the act, it's you, isn't it? Cut the act, Silverwolf. Did you hack the account of the Department of Aberration Defense? Transfer me 6.1. Oh, I want the answer there. Wait, since I didn't read the rest of this. No, information on uncalled supplicants and their corresponding mask is currently restricted. Current ranking, 5th supplicant, Sparksy, called. Current ranking, 4th supplicant, Daybreak Squadron, called. Current ranking, 3rd supplicant, wow, yet to be called. Note, after the Sparksicon incident, Sparksy's mask has been temporarily taken away. And as we saw... Still there? Hello? Hello? Current ranking, 2nd supplicant, Asheville, called. Current ranking, 1st applicant, Estelle, called. That wraps up the latest Wish Power rankings for the Phantom Zoom Games. Mask supplicants, more rankings information coming in next update. Oh, I think that means 4.1 we're done. Asheville has become a visitor on the Visitor to the Express. You might come across Asheville when you return to the Express. So I think that means we're on 4.2 now? Arcadia Alert is standing by. President, we got the latest Arcadia Alerts all ready to go. Just waiting on you to give the green light. Go now. Breaking news published. Take it. Daybreak Squadron, don't slip up now. Is there any chance? Here we go. Here we go. The supplicant rankings are out. I saw the one and only baseball raccoon at Star Rail. Oh yeah, we should probably do this. Our freebies. Submit. We didn't get enough. Chat with your companions about the Phantom Zoom in the sky. Can't you check the weather yourself? Oh right, you don't have eyes. Wait, did I miss something? Hey Blue, how's the weather today? Blue, why are you ignoring me? Red, Green's talking to you. Why are you ignoring them? Oh right, you don't have a mouth. What the f... That's what I actually meant to click.
Wait, did you hear that? The moon just spoke.
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? Oh, that winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real. Oh, hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
The whole world heard it.
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all my authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation. Which means...
Aha changed the Aha raised the stakes.
Precisely. Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
Are you serious? This is so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber eras. The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game?
Why would Aha do something like that?
The most logical explanation is that Aha wants to steer this game toward utter insanity. But then, who can possibly fathom the mind of an Eon?
Have the stakes ever been raised like this before?
Not every Phantasmoon game's ending has been recorded. Many were lost to time, most likely a consequence of the winners exercising their newfound divine authority. But as far as recorded history goes, this is unprecedented. After all, the chance to be an Eon for just 1 minute is already an irresistible lure for many.
Some of this feels off.
Exactly. It's just too weird. Can you really just give up being an Eon? What if this is just a big prank by those masked fools?
In the historical records, instances of the Phantasmoon speaking are few and far between, and the likelihood of it being influenced by an external force is exceedingly slim.
What's the point of all this?
Basically, unless what the Phantasmoon said is some cruel joke or a play on words, once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose. They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
Maybe there's a silver lining here.
You mean a pessimist sees a half-empty glass, but an optimist sees a half-full one?
Sure.
I knew you were an optimist, just like me. Besides, there's no way the Eon of Elation would let their authority fall into unworthy hands, right? Right? Right?
No way! It's Baseball, Raccoon, March Bunny, and Heathen Cat in the flesh!
And yet no one recognized us when we were literally at a con about this.
Get a ticket to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street.
Whoa. Where did all these people come from?
Hey, that declaration the Phantasmoon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the works?
You should just hit it with your bat! Send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos!
No, I'll put on a mask and Kamajora. It's a bat, not a golf club.
You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
The way they say it makes you sound like a supervillain. Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
I hope not, because they were evil.
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless.
No, we didn't.
fight in our backyard. It's gonna be epic.
Epic? Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
Sign this for me, future Eon!
Yo! When you become an Eon, can I be your Emanator?
I'm not making anyone my heaven.
Away from this mess. Let's head back to the Express and discuss matters there.
You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration.
No, I keep wondering, did they get a new voice actor for Walter? Or is it his old one's back and... Or at least may start to have second thoughts.
You're right. The fact that the Phantom Moon openly made a promise is anything but ordinary.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madam Pearl has sent a communication request to the Astral Express.
Where are people just getting their ways of us? Yes.
It hasn't been long since we parted. And here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madam Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantom Moon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky.
Hmm.
Permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, the Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Operation Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the imaginary. When normal people believe power rests in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves.
Protect herself.
Correct. It would be wise to keep a low profile and stay out of the public eye. The Media and Public Relations Department has been monitoring public sentiment. At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
I've seen it online myself. Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors, there's been no shortage of hostile commentary aimed at her.
Oh, man.
A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC.
Boo!
The Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes, and some are even speculating that she is the new Herald of Death.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Full Wish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau.
They take Full Wish on.
Fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express. We'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station.
You can control public opinion, can't you?
I can, but you overestimate what control really means. In In the arena of public opinion, those who look strong are often the ones at a disadvantage. And
besides, you'll be distancing yourself from us for a while. Isn't that right?
that is accurate. We intend to scale back our public association for the time being. If it's confirmed that the Express is colluding with the IPC, its public image would only deteriorate further.
Why don't we disclose what really happened in that fight?
Regrettably, I cannot agree to this. Clarifying the facts amid a frenzy of public sentiment is like trying to quell boiling water by stirring it. It only fuels the flames. The happiness surgery causes recipients to undergo an abundance transformation. Disclosing such sensational information would probably be taken as a hoax, or trigger public panic. I will instruct the Department of Aberration Defense to verify the true mechanism behind the happiness surgery as soon as possible, and assess its potential impact. I strongly advise you to exercise restraint in front of the media. Even the smallest statement can be selectively edited and misrepresented.
That's all Full Wish is doing.
That much is certain. Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control. I sincerely hope that the Phantasmoon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. A greater danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Full Wish might be driven to. Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
What do you make of the current situation?
We need to take action and put a stop to Full Wish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantasmoon Games, I'd still make this decision.
Fooled everyone. For everyone she's fooled.
Allow her to deceive and
For
poison
those who we've
people in the name
saved
of
and those who we yet can save.
Agreed. Given the likelihood
That line doesn't sound right for what I was quoting, but
confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering. The happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death.
Herald of Death?
15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree promising him everlasting life.
Golden tree?
That in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in Clan Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself.
Forged another version, huh? Damn.
Right now, in Clan Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought. Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish?
What the hell is going on?
I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me? If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there.
Let's find out everything about Full Wish.
If you're set, let's get moving.
Well, after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation.
Yeah, but hopefully no one will brainwash us. Wake up, March!
Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't worry, Marge. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit. Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
Maybe we should start with the teachers who are familiar with the situation.
I think it's best we see my father first. It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the dean before proceeding with the investigation. 15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records, and only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then, to the dean's office.
Say yes.
To the dean's office, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is still her dad. Oh no, I think he's the principal. And I'm going the wrong way. No.
Himeko, there you are at last. The news said you got into a huge fight with those, what are they called? Warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. Then you disappeared.
The names.
Let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. Do you think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates?
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Of course, Grandpa. I got it, Grandpa.
Stop. Every time we get together, somehow drifts completely worse. I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express.
I'm still laughing about the grandpa part.
Has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the question to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Full Wish. But regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need.
Oh, right, about Foolish?
To be honest, it wasn't until the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago that I first learned her name. As the Dean, I should have met up with her more often and tried harder to soothe the wounds it left on her. I just couldn't.
Why?
You really need all the details? The whole serving as a model example thing. I don't want to tarnish it completely. I knew it was a selfish thought. But I just couldn't help it. Back then, whenever I heard her name, I thought to myself, if someone was able to survive the incident, then why couldn't it have been my daughter?
You're gonna have to be more specific about which redhead you're talking about. There's two redheads in this scene.
15 years ago, I received a commission to paint a massive portrait for an elixir seeker chief on the planet of Goliath Shepherd. They said he had an elixir that could cure countless diseases. By the time I came back, everything had changed.
Ryusuke, he sounds familiar to me as well, but unfortunately I cannot find anything that says who his voice actor is.
Here wouldn't have changed anything. Because of that incident, I made a promise to never leave this world again during the Phantom Moon Games. That's why I immediately flew here when I heard about the full Phantom Moon. But once again, I was too late. And the supplicant called Sparksy
Every time I look
turned the campus upside down.
it up, it never pops up.
You can leave the crisis solving to the nameless.
You're right about that. Yet oddly, once Sparksy stirred up all that chaos, applications to the school soared to an all-time high. Times we live in are increasingly beyond my comprehension.
But he does sound familiar, but I just can't tell you who. We'll make it take any more of your time then.
You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around in the Genesis classroom, right?
Oh my goodness! I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit. I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. You and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to?
We're here to ask about Full Wish.
Full Wish? A poor child who survived the Herald of Death.
how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl, though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived.
I don't get it. Wasn't Himiko president? Why is she not said to be anything describing?
And becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafeld TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Miss Dolly, for your intel.
Oh, what I was wanting to listen to.
They say he came back to life and was responsible for what happened in Duckbrook. He's not coming here to kill again. Is he? Maybe we should ask for leave and stay home until this blows over?
What are you, scared? If he really comes, I'm live streaming the whole thing and getting all the clout for it. Who needs leave?
You could die! What do you know about the Herald of Death?
Hundreds of students here 15 years ago.
Hundreds? Really? I only heard that the crime scene still exists somewhere on campus. I don't feel too good about this. We should get out of here.
Why do I feel like this guy's an idiot?
If we help the Express Gang, there's a chance we might get featured in The Fluffy.
You're seriously obsessed with becoming famous.
I agree with her. He's obsessed. And very much an idiot.
The atmosphere in this archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
The Sparkle Doll.
This?
Could Sparksy really have pulled the same trick again and left you a gift at school? Confiscated from the Sparksy fan club unauthorized late night gathering. Confiscated item. Reason for confiscation. 3 second-year students and 5 first-year students formed an unauthorized club called Sparksy Fan Club and held an unsanctioned gathering in the gymnasium at night. Club members wore bizarre costumes, waved glow sticks, and chanted, "Destroy the old model and sparkle forever," while surrounding the doll. The continued noise resulted in a night patrol teacher suffering a sudden seizure and requiring emergency medical Attention. Disposal method. Stored in the archive room. To be returned upon graduation.
Did they really have to put this here?
Investigate the compute. Investigate. Computer that's probably older than you, living out its golden years on this desk. Search Fullwish. Renowned entrepreneur. Fullwish visits schools recently. Fullwish warmly shakes hands with students. What did they take away from the speech? Here's what 3 students had to say.
There are so many press releases here.
Scroll forward a bit. Renowned entrepreneur. Fullwish donates scholarship. School makes first appearance in Fullwish's TV annual university rankings. Fullwish TV covers our school's anniversary celebration once again. This earliest record.
Annual Distinguished Student Register from 1982 to 1984? For 3 consecutive years, first place was always Fullwish.
Search Herald of Death incident. No results found of your search. The search please the black text, a white background right in front of your face.
The IPC has severed all channels of intel with its iron grip. Hardly a surprise. Formal caution regarding a student's non-compliant hairstyle. Disciplinary action concerning a student's involvement in 3 food poisoning cases. Disciplinary notice for a student's involvement in a physical altercation.
Simply magnificent. You read with bated breath, and it takes a good long while before you snap out of it, right? This isn't exactly the task at hand. At the very bottom of all entries regarding hemoglobin, a faculty appointment notice from 15 years ago. That new red-haired assistant is the dean's daughter. Her constitution is weak, so she can't heavily labor. Remember, don't assign her anything outside of clerical work. So I read the note in the file. Let's stop here for now. Label of the cabinet reads, Alumni Yearbook. In which year did Fullwish graduate? You seem to remember you obtained this information somewhere. Recall deeper. Sometimes a little deduction is sufficient to make up for missing memories. It is currently the year 1999 of the Planetarian calendar. The Herald of Death incident took place 15 years ago. I remembered all along. The year Fullwish graduated is... Flip through the alumni yearbook for the class of 1984. The first page is a somber graduation photo. None of the students in the photo betray any hint of a smile. They stood sparsely, like the teeth aged in an aged person's mouth, separate by absences that could never be filled. In the alumni year for the class of 1884, you find the book belonging to Fullwish. I'm not reading all that.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Cognitive Science Research. Miss Dolly mentioned that Fullwish went beyond the sky to study after graduation. Turns out this is where she went. Let's go chat with the others.
Speak with your companions.
Well, did you find anything?
I found these clues. Yep, I missed the line there. You tell Yumiko what the clue. Discovering the alumni cabinet.
Botanical study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the consternation star zone. Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild. Strange. The name of the school is encrypted.
So much
I've heard
encryption.
Conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC. Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Fullwish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident.
As expected, it always comes back to the IPC.
I know the guys from the Strategic Investment Department have been nice to us, but Whenever something bad goes down in the cosmos, the first thing everyone thinks is the IPC did it, right? Himeko? Do you think Pearl might be planning something nasty for this Phantom Moon Games too?
As a member of the IPC, Pearl clearly won't reveal everything she knows to us. However, I'm inclined to believe she bears us no ill will. After all, the crisis Full Wish might be plotting would completely overturn the IPC's order here, and that would serve her no benefit. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery? If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
Contact Full Wish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I don't know.
How did you meet her? Alright, can you tell us about the Full Wish you knew?
Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind.
She wasn't a student?
Full Wish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip. They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them. Full Wish, she was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle. I could feel the passion in her eyes, and an unspeakable sense of loneliness. If she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Full Wish is walking a dangerous path right now. And the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
I will protect you. Gotta protect the mom. Grandpa wouldn't be happy with us.
Thank you, you too. And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation. By the way, before we leave the school, there's one more place I'd like to visit. Before I meet Full Wish, I want to say goodbye to that memory from 15 years ago. You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
Yep. I did the old school. building and continue the investigation. It's investigation time! Wait, am I seeing things missed? Dolly should be here, right? Should find a chance to ask her about it. Miss Dolly, where are you running off to? Go this way. Dolly? Oh, isn't it he and close companions? We haven't had a proper talk since that whole business with Sparksicon, have we? Speaking of which, I really do owe you an apology. I totally didn't see through her schemes and tricks. It's all Sparksy's thought. She was too cunning. So, teacher, I cannot shift the blame. Since Himiko entrusted me with the mask, I should have been more careful. But let's not dwell on that. So, what brings you here today? I saw you in the hallway, teacher. So seeing is believing. I missed a line there. So seeing is believing, isn't it? What's that supposed to mean? Some kind of new riddle? Hearing is deceptive. Seeing is believing. That's just choosing one of the two most common illusions. What? I know, you have a lot of questions. Why don't I tell you a story? Actually, when I first embarked on an interstellar travel, my teacher once asked me, Dolly, do you believe there are two exactly identical leaves in this world? First time I crossed through a black hole, I caught a glimpse of the possibility of multiple parallel universes. Time doesn't flow in a straight line. I once encountered another version of myself, identical in every way. Her eyes were tender yet sorrowful, as if she had been through it all, but she refused to breathe a word of it to me. I haven't seen her in ages. I'm sure she's made some kind of sacrifice. Anyone would think the same, right? That somewhere out there, there's another me, silently bearing all the world's accidents and misfortunes on my behalf, keeping me blissfully ignorant and safe and sound all the time. I should be grateful to her, but would she complain about destiny? I'm still alive and she already passed on. Would she really be okay with that? She won't. No one should have to shoulder another person's burdens. You spotted a Miss Dolly in the hallway of Graphia Academy who looked a lot like me, but she didn't greet you, but she did wait for you to catch up. It seems like she was trying to lead you somewhere. You understand now? Destiny chose to make her reappear. The Miss Dolly that you met was actually me. So, what was the point of all this? For giggles. Now the true soul unknown, haha, class dismissed, go get some rest. What the fuck was all that about? Pearl? So, the war is heating up and you're exactly the one I need. Wait, what's the CEO doing here? Let's say the real Madame Pearl is elsewhere. Let me introduce myself so we're on the same page. I'm not Madame Pearl. I'm an academic puppet built to analyze Graphia's art. It's basically the same setup as Madame Herta and her puppets on the space station. So you're not Pearl? Madame Pearl designates a slice of her consciousness to puppets so she can handle her intense workload and still have time for Planecardia art, especially the Graffita artworks. As you can see, something's gone haywire with Graphia's most renowned masterpiece, Worldbreaker Waves. Wisps are just pouring out of it. From Graphia's artwork? Graphia's work is always full of legends and secrets, but Worldbreaker Waves hides a shocking amount of chaos. I know you only use the artwork's power to rescue the hostages trapped in the school, but since you're already involved, I hope you'll help me set up this chaos and repair the painting. Basically, I need you to pacify these warring wisps and unite the world. We'll worry about that later, because I don't think this is part of our main story. My liege, great strategist. The team is all over us. What should we do now? Liege? That would be you, Stell. Strategist? I assume that strategist refers to me? Can someone explain what's happening? No time for explanation. We'll have to learn how to fight this war along the way. We've got the enemy general and strategist right where we want him. Don't let them escape. Ha! Wipe them out. Leave no survivors. My liege, great strategist! My liege, the fate of our army is at stake. Give the order to move. The enemy is charging. You bunch of rats, how dare you set foot on my land? What did I just do? No. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. I don't want to do this right now. Okay, I guess I'm stumped. Yo! Max. Cancel! Ugh. You're not letting me leave. This display is the unit's basic info. Oh wow. This shows the character's ascension requirements. Press to view details. Meet the requirements to ascend and gain powerful ascension effects. Drag the carrion archer from your hand into the field. Yo. Stop. Press here to start the battle. Battle start. Cycle 1. Continue. Can I leave? After each combat cycle ends, you can select 2 cards at a time. Let's go with the Hyena Scrimmer this time. Press and continue to confirm and continue selection. Capsule cards can enhance the Wisp units and the surrounding tiles. Select Support Fighter. Confirm. Duplicate cards can be used to raise levels. Drag the Hyena Screamer to level up. Hyena's Screamer's strength has been greatly increased. Support fighters increase the attack of adjacent units. Hyena Screamer's ascension progress has been increased. Start the battle. Battle start. Continue. Enhancement cards can be used to enhance the units. Select the Malte enhancement card. Press and confirm to continue selection. Hyena Skirmisher's ascension requirements will be met soon. Cards marked as recommended can help Wisps meet their ascension requirements. Press the Hyena Skirmer card, confirm. Apply the Maltate to the Hyena. Level up the Skirmer. Hyena Skimmers are successfully ascended and gain their sprint ability. Start the battle. Let's be over. Spell cards can come with a variety of functions and buffs. Feel free to choose. Attack. Select. You can store Wisp coins. You can use Wisp coins to purchase cards in the store. You sell. Oh, I guess. Purchase. Boss enemy incoming. Okay. Universal card. Oh. Wait. Let's store you. Guardian Archer. Level up. Alright, start the battle. Obtain Wisp coins. Campaign successful. Hallelujah. Are you talking to me? My elites, I bring word of our victory. We have routed the remaining enemies and are setting up camp as we speak. See, you're dismissed. Yes. I knew it. To master troop formation so quickly, Stell is definitely the liege we've been waiting for. Of course, we wouldn't have done it without your strategist as well, though, what should we actually call you? It's not actually accurate to continue calling me Pearl. To keep things clear, you can call me Pearl the Wise. That is the perfect strategist ring to it, don't you think? I don't care about the name. The point is, why don't we let our addicted whisperer here handle the explanations? I sing of heroes, past and present, through to channeling tides of war. To unite the world under one banner, I offer my humble allegiance to you, my liege. I'm Fibs the storyteller. Ask me anything, my liege. I live to serve. Where exactly all these wisps come from? Me, your loyal soldiers, and every other wisp out here, we all from Graphia's famous painting, World Breaker Waves, over at the Graphia Academy. We're basically the old paint that fell off right off the artwork. Lord Graphia's painting was damaged, and that's why we're all falling out. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, my liege? It has nothing to do with me. I knew it. Even if you had nothing to do with it, I beg you to help us settle the score, my liege. Why are you calling me my liege, anyways? You heard of the Cindereth Age, my liege? It was Planecardia's most brutal and chaotic era. A time of constant war where legendary heroes emerged, and we were the very ink used to paint that history. This history is repeating itself right here and now. For weak wisps like us, the only way to survive this chaos is to serve a truly powerful ruler. So what's happening in the world right now? Without a leader, the Wispae have scattered after leaving the artwork. They spend their time fighting, playing cards, or just sneezing. Their world has devolved into a mess of squabbling factions. What do you mean? Basically, the Wispae have gone their separate ways and refuse to listen to anyone. They say all great divisions must eventually end in unity. You're the only one who can end this and bring the world together, my liege. Basically, you're their only hope. Okay, I understand that part. Can I get a TLDR? A what? Long story short, we Wispae are essentially living paint, and ever since we left the painting World Breaker Waves, we've done nothing but wage war. They say they need a leader to bring them together, and I need a partner to help me round them up so we can repair the artwork. Okay, I've got the gist of it. But even if this world is just the size of a school campus, rounding up all these Wispae won't be easy. Every group of Wispae has its own fictional hero. They've all taken over different parts of the school and are using club activities to fortify their positions. Wait, club activities? Clubs are how things were organized at the Graphia Academy anyway, so it makes sense for the war to follow that same logic. These heroes are all running things now, usually as club presidents or the teachers in charge. Who exactly are these heroes exactly? These heroes are basically in imaginate constructs, a mix of ancient Cindereth history and someone's memories. And so you're the one who crashed into this artwork, well, they're based on your memories. This is exactly why I need your help. Since the heroes are from your head, they're all going to recognize you. The Academy is a real battlefield, divided into 4 main factions. From what I've gathered, the 4 heroes you'll face are the chief of the Prop Gymnastics Club, the Lone Eye Dragon of the Track and Field Club, the Blade Hunter of the Go Home Club, the Bather of the Truth... What the fuck? They must all be familiar to you, but don't forget, they're just fictional versions of people you know, created by Imaginists using your memories. They're not the real deal. Yeah, I think I can put a name to all of them. Can't. You know your friends well, which gives us a major tactical advantage. There's a lot of conflicts in order to digest. It's too much. It's fine not to understand it. The only thing that really matters is you're the one calling the shots and leading us to victory. Okay, that is not what the troops have finished setting up our base camp. Now the first fight is over, well, let's head back to rest and get ready for the next campaign. Okay, can I please leave? Okay. That is a side quest. We are not doing that right now. No. Back to our actual quest. Where is it? Oh. Missions. Yeah, let's just warp there. Alright. Where are we going? What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't finish tidying up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying this late.
Don't worry about it, Belle. It was my turn on duty today anyway.
Himeko? Is this?
Yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago still linger in their original places.
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming? Oh, foolish?
Oh,
Dad already took time off. By now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear. If it's my daughter's performance, we have to dress to the nines. That's just like him. He always loves making those kinds of jokes.
Then you'd better put on a good show, huh?
There won't be a show anymore, Belle. Because
What?
unexpected guests have arrived.
The hell?
Everyone from the Astral Express and Himiko. I didn't expect to meet you here. Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest? Did you grant those smiling kids their wishes and bring joy to everyone?
She's scaring me now.
Full wish. Himiko, you recognized me at just a glance.
What are you doing here?
I am here to mourn that dusk from 15 years ago. Before making any major decisions, I always come here to sit in silence
She scares
for
me.
a while. I thought Himiko was at school like the rest of us that day. When I saw Belle lying in a pool of blood, when I was crushed under the collapsed wall and unable to
That's a
breathe,
color I wasn't expecting to see again.
the thought crossed my mind. Poor Himiko. If you had met the Herald of Death with that delicate frame of yours. But who would have guessed? You're alive and living quite well. You became the navigator of the Astral Express, roaming freely beyond the sky, just like the three of us used to talk about in our chats. Your dream came true. Congratulations are in order. Himiko, do you know 15 years have passed? And my wounds have mostly healed. Regrettably, there are some scars and emptiness that time can never heal. Look around. Even here, even with these phantoms, their seats are still empty. Belle, Leon, Ziania, Mia, and so many others. 15 years have passed, and I've learned that time isn't a cure. It's a shroud, binding itself around me, layer upon layer. So I made a decision. I'm going to tear it open. I'm going to let everything bloody and unforgettable beneath it see.
Yeah, she's going fucking
See the light of day.
going crazy.
You were a victim of the Herald of Death, only to become the second Herald of Death yourself? You intend to use a power you can't possibly comprehend to win the Phantasmoon Games. How are you any different from that monster back then? From the monster that took your parents' lives? I'm sorry. I shouldn't compare you to that devil. You still have a chance. Stop this now. Stop? I'm sorry. I don't quite understand what you're saying.
Just thought she won't admit it.
I would advise everyone to think twice before making rash accusations. As a
What
media
the hell?
professional, let me give you a piece of advice. From now on, when you're in front of a camera lens, watch your expressions and be cautious with your words and actions. At the very least, try not to look so flustered during this public exchange.
We live in a world where we are constantly gazed upon and watched by others. This camera crew was originally prepared for my upcoming speech, but meeting you all here, it really adds a wonderful dramatic flair. To the audience watching from your screens, you know my name, and I know that right now, you are watching me. 15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, the Master of Elation's divine ritual degenerated into a barbaric, bloody game. You and I, the residents of this Arcadia, surrendered a lifetime of dignity, wealth, and time to them, all in exchange for a single full meal. We are surrounded by bizarre entertainment and stimulating gore. We soak all day in shallow, boring programs, achieving nothing. And now, we must live in fear of the unscrupulous atrocities of these supplicants from beyond the sky, forcing smiles as we applaud and cheer for them. Is this the happiness that God promised us? No! Absolutely not! The Master of Elation would never be deceived by miracles, but with pain and blood. What they desire to see are heartfelt smiles. And so, they granted me a revelation. Everyone, on that evening 15 years ago, what saved me was not luck. It was not the supplicants, and it was certainly not the IPC. Right here, as the Herald of Death approached, step by step, the one who sent down a miracle was the Master of Elation. They allowed me to escape my life. And when I was trapped in a
no idea what I'm witnessing anymore.
Consumed by loneliness, they sent me a mask. They revealed my mission to me. To bring happiness back to a plain Arcadia that has lost its smile. I, Fullwish, survivor of the Bloodstained Games, hereby formally announce that I will join the Phantasmoon Moon Games! In this game, I shall win the Eon of Elation's authority. And then, I will make smiles of happiness bloom on the faces of every single person in plain Arcadia! Himiko, don't frown. Smile.
This is so weird.
Happiness to you too, just as I will bring it to everyone. I won't manipulate the Phantasmoon Games like those high and mighty IPC executives. Nor will I treat the rewards granted by the God of Elation as bargaining chips for profit. We are in plain Arcadia, so we should decide the winner in a plain Arcadian way. I'll give you a stage if that's what you want. I invite you all to a televised debate at Fullwish TV in Seafeld City. The invitation extends to all supplicants.
A plain Arcadian way? That's just a way that benefits you. We're not going.
You can refuse, of course, but then, under the gaze of billions of viewers, you must accept your public image as frauds deceiving the world and cowards with guilty consciences. Remember, this isn't just an invitation. It is your only chance to defeat me in front of everyone, since you believe you represent what is right. The stage is set. Come and perform this final act that will determine the future of the Arcadia with me. Or simply leave. The choice is yours.
Darn it! Are we just going to let Fullwish walk away?
We are right in the middle of the cameras she prepared. Remember to be cautious with your words and actions. Let's leave here and return to the Express.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report. We're continuing our exclusive coverage. Just moments ago, we received some shocking news. The head of our station, Lady Fullwish, has officially announced that she will be entering the Phantom Moon Games as a supplicant.
At the same time, Lady Fullwish has announced a blockbuster special! The end of a century TV debate! She is inviting supplicants to the Fullwish TV studio to discuss and debate the topic, what kind of future will the Phantom Moon Games bring to this world?
What a magnificent topic! At a time when supplicants from beyond the sky are brazenly suppressing and insulting our local heroes, finally, a supplicant has appeared who truly cares about and represents the citizens of Plain Arcadia.
Too true! Ever since these Phantom Moon Games began, signs of things spiraling out of control have been popping up everywhere. First, the famous streamer Sparksy tried to spread a mimetic virus. Then the nameless of the Astral Express clashed with the Daybreak Squadron, causing severe damage to Lookout Cloud and the Skyline Express line.
With so many accidents happening, you really can't help but wonder, are we seeing a repeat of the blood-stained games from 15 years ago?
You got that right! Speaking of the blood-stained games 15 years ago, Miss Fullwish herself was a survivor of that tragedy. She's come such a long way, never once letting her painful past keep her down. A true legend of resilience. Now Miss Fullwish has joined the...
I know I've been quiet, but it's more just one thing after another that just damn. For every time I see her, I just think Bunny Makoto. I'm guessing she's gonna be Fullwish is gonna be the big bad though. At least she's of this part, but you know. I mean, Marge is not wrong though.
Talk to each other internally.
I see. Fullwish actively issued a challenge. I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo Mention City. Fullwish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, the televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. What Fullwish wants most is for us to walk right into the trap she's prepared. So, what do you think?
I accept her challenge. That was obvious gonna.
You're really going to the TV station to fight her?
I'll go, but not to debate. I'm going to tear off her mask of happiness in front of the entire audience. But before we act, I need more help.
Help? We can all help you. Wait, do you mean...
Sparksy!
Ever since Sunday was dragged into the Phantom Moon Games by Yao Guang, he hasn't returned for days. However, I haven't heard of him making any public appearances either. Asking him to cooperate as a wild card right now is a good idea.
But what's the deal with finding Sparksy?
Whether Sparksy counts as our ally is a massive question mark. But right now, there is indeed something we need her help with. Fullwish said that when loneliness trapped her in that small room, the Master of Elation sent her a mask.
For real?
Her her claim might just be a glorified way of saying the tavern sent her an invitation. But that phrasing reveals that she is likely a masked fool. If every fool has stepped into the tavern before, then there must be traces hidden there left by Fullwish as a fool. Just like how we tracked down the clues about SparksyCon.
Sparksy. Will she stand on our side? Well, this is certainly a condition she wouldn't be able to turn down.
Oh, not before. Long before in the Fantasmoon courtyard.
You just said, as for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the Laughter's mischief. What exactly was that supposed to mean? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down? The game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here. This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality, a mark of who I was in life. I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented upon the altar again, which means...
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
That's a scary thought.
For over a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved out their own territories and vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking eonic powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day. Whenever the Fantasmoon games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the Elation and the Abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators. I guess you could call me the security protocol for the Fantasmoon games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of. Who else but the Laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps. Some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the Laughter.
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes. I learned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far, and you're bound to make enemies. See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is, or what he's after. We're here, now. So what do you plan on doing? Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet master into the light?
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance that you Sanjo people despise?
Huh?
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient
To be
sacred
fair, sometimes when you need a strategist and you got an idea, you gotta play with what you got.
abomination of abundance. No.
Oh, your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair.
Agreed.
So, where do you plan on starting?
How about we start by freeing my friend in the tree?
I nearly forgot about that. Chip away, little bird. I'll allow it.
Hmm?
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox. I've received some news that might interest you.
A happiness surgery that wipes away suffering. The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive. It seems the most terrifying omen I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from plain Arcadia itself. This supplicant, called Full Wish, is also a dangerous variable.
You always gotta be careful with the dangerous variables.
I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some special measures to shorten the journey.
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located, and what it connects to.
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel. Here we are!
We're taking a train.
Already? Wait. Why are we at the station?
Because naturally, we're taking the express to get where we're going.
All that buildup, and this is your idea of an impressive method of travel?
Well, what else? That's why I said you've definitely never seen this before. It's the Bulletworm Express. I bet you've never taken a ride on this.
You're the arbitrator of the Phantasmoon games. For crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way of getting around?
She probably does, but she wants to probably do something fun.
The Xianzhou for crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way to
I mean, let's not forget, she literally did earlier the running late, toast mouth trope. She's fucking pulling tropes, ain't she? I can just imagine her.
For the first time in my life, I finally know what it feels like to be.
I legit just feel like she's the... She would just be spending her time reading TV tropes. I do that.
That's the second time.
She's fucking crazy. Alright. First, let's see something. 'Cause we're playing as another character. There. March, I feel bad. I'm gonna have to take you out of the party. Quick lineup. March. Did it wrong. Confirm. And now so we can see. Oh my god, she's got a sword! She's a katana user. What is her? What I saw in the travel log. God, pay attention to these things more. What is this third? Hey, no. We're not going to that. Looks like I have. Client. No. Alright. Oh, we got something from the achievement? Stellar Jade. Claim. Alright. You know what? Let's do a warp. We got 10. Damn. That's a light count for something. Damn, we didn't get one character. You know what? Fuck it. I've got 8,000. Come on, get knocked back, get knocked back. Damn. No, good Gallagher. I mean, he's a new character. Not who I was hoping for, but... Alright. We'll try again. That might be useful for March. Maybe. Okay, I'm being stubborn now. Damn it. We've had Hook before. Alright. Then I should probably stop after this. Come on, get knocked back. Damn it. Got another Hawk, that's useful. Okay, one last try, because this is almost all my Stellaron. Stellar Jades. Then I gotta call it, probably. Come on! Yes! He got knocked back! Gotta be a 5-star. What did we get? Yes! We got Silver Wolf level 999! I was stubborn for that. View item details. Details. I don't know if this is an upgraded Silver Wolf or this is literally just meant to be Silver Wolf. Does she have a fucking tail? A max level Silver Wolf. Not bad. Alright, took almost every fucking Stellaron I had, but damn. Oh, we got something for exchange? Damn, I could technically buy these guys? I mean, I'm not going to because I have Astra and I don't really care for Arlen. Yeah, I can't buy these because I don't have the crate thing. Ooh, wait, can I get another one of these feet? Take it, we'll get Robin as well. Alright, on that note, we'll call it for the night. Guys, who should... I hope you enjoyed our show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others who'd be entertained by my show, send them my way. I will happily entertain you all. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It can only help out the channel. If you're wondering what that benefit for subscribing is, feel free to ask. I will be happy to share. Until next time, this is Knightshow Offline. But just like I said, don't go anywhere just yet because we are going to raid someone. And I don't need to open it from here. I can open Stream Manager from right here. Let's raid... Seeing who's on? Fortunately. No, I don't think we can raid Bat. Oh, I mean, fuck it, let's try it. They're playing Pragmata, new game. Yeah, no, knew that wasn't gonna work. Raid channel. I guess let's raid Grimmy. Start the raid. Oh, we can't raid Grimmy either? Okay, Hyper Vox? I mean, I really don't... There's no one else on my list I can raid. Start the raid. Alright, we will begin 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's raid.
He's like one of my favorite producers of all time, and he's coming to Smash?